Pew pew! Welcome to the JLU podcast, where we discuss tips, tricks, and career advice so you are more informed in your day-to-day life. Now let's get started. With me, I've got Aaron Brown. Him and I have been good friends for quite a while now. We met in high school. He is a general partner for Pilotcity. So tell me, what is Pilotcity's value proposition, and what do you do to be a part of that?
Yeah, we believe that, or at least I believe that a really important part of education is having, people from the real world come in and talk about their experiences. So that's essentially what we do, is that we bring industry into the class. But to add on top of that, the students in the class continue, understanding what the outside world is by, developing projects that they believe are relevant for their communities. And trying to get an internship so they can test out, their ideas.
That's a really cool way of learning.
So what experiential learning.
Yeah, absolutely. So what would you say are the benefits for this kind of project-based learning versus, your traditional textbook kind of curriculum?
Mm-hmm. So with textbook learning, and this is from my own experience, textbook learning is more for memorization, which is really needed cognitive skill that all humans should have. On the other side of the spectrum, I think it's also great that people are out there doing and trying and, making mistakes and using the feedback from mistakes as a process of learning.
Yeah, so I know you're really into self-development and self-growth, and I'm sure you really share a lot of that with your mentees. How do you think you have progressed over these past few months with personal growth, and what do you do specifically, to continue to grow?
Yeah, so it's actually really interesting that you bring that up. For me, it really just comes down to learning, relevant information that I need to grow into the person that I want to become. And it's a lot of trial and error, but as long as I keep on, thinking about who I want to be, and what I have to do to get there, I'm willing to try a million different methods because I know that there's a way. There's always a way.
Oh yeah, there's always a way.
There's definitely always a way.
How do you find the discipline to work on personal growth in addition to all your responsibilities and the things that you have to do on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, so, before I used to think that it was willpower. I thought willpower was the way. But, as I tried willpower, I kept on falling back into this loop because I would try to discipline myself and then I don't. And what I'm realizing is that it comes more to your self-image. And what I mean by that is do you see yourself as a person that is going to wake up early in the morning and go to the gym? And I don't. So I go to the gym at night.
So you work with your own, you work on a realistic level with your realistic needs.
Yeah, exactly. Gotcha. So it's it's understanding yourself, understanding the person that you want to be, and making the right adjustments. You can either go the more, not necessarily the tougher way, but the habit building way. So say if I wanted to go to the gym super early in the morning, I would have to do it until it's a habit. But I know that for me, it's, more effective if I just go at night. So I just go, and then go home, shower and eat, go to bed.
And that's something that you can realistically consistently do.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. And it works too. It doesn't disrupt my schedule. It actually frees up time in my schedule because now I can wake up early and then just read.
Perfect. So I know you're very close with your team members, and I've been to some of your coaching sessions for strategic planning.
Yeah.
What are some key takeaways that you've learned from planning as a team and planning efficiently as a team?
Yeah. One thing that I learned a lot was that, you can't waste time. If you have a meeting and if it's a bad meeting, you let everyone know that this meeting isn't going well. And we either need to realign or we should probably stop here, figure out how we can realign, and then meet again and talk about relevant stuff. It all just it comes down to keeping things relevant and what matters. Because that's where we're at right now as a company. Is just figuring,
effective information, actionable information.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just considering what matters, what's in our scope, what's out of scope. That's a good idea, but we just can't pursue it right now. and just figuring out, you know, the next steps ahead and just taking it slow.
Yeah, so basically just, relevancy.
Yep.
That's exactly how I would put it as well. Well, thanks so much for joining my podcast, Aaron.
Yeah,
And
it's
it was
good,
great
dude.
talking with you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
2 a.m. in the morning.
2:30.
No, it's more like 3 a.m.
2:45. Oh, yeah.
You motherfuckers got me up so fucking... I could just freestyle when you're asking that...
That's a wrap. Thanks for joining us.
That's so funny.
That was lit, dude.
Yeah, dude,
that was
good
fucking
shit.
lit.
Hell yeah. Let me know how it comes out.